Hello everybody, welcome to iExamBee. Embrace the iExamBee learning experience. IBPS SO लॉ ऑफिसर की फॉर्म फिल करने की डेट अब खत्म हो चुकी है. If it is not extended further, 28th was the last date to fill the form. Now you have around 2 months, in fact a week more than 2 months in your hand to prepare for this exam. Your prelims exam is in November. According to IBPS calendar, it's on 9th of November. And your mains exam is in December, it's on 14th of December. So you have 2 months, more than 2 months in your hand to prepare for this exam. All you have to do is give your best. In this video, I'm going to share a study plan with you, which you can follow religiously. You can follow the strategy which I'm going to discuss and prepare for this exam. Make the best use of these 2 months in your hand to prepare for this exam. Your prelims exam has 3 subjects: English, reasoning and general awareness. In English, 50 questions are of 25 marks. For reasoning and general awareness, 50 questions are of 50 marks. The total prelims exam is of 125 marks. In your mains, you have professional knowledge, which is law. The number of questions are 60, maximum marks are 60, time is 45 minutes. Prelims में आपका sectional cutoff और overall cutoff भी है. Prelims is only qualifying. Mains marks will be used for shortlisting for interview and for final merit list as well. This is the 2-month study plan that is attached in the description. You can download it from there. To understand how much should be your target score, you can look at the previous year cutoffs. In prelims, these have been the previous year cutoffs over the past years. Out of 125, I suggest you to target somewhere 60 to 65, 50% marks, and that will be a good enough score that will give you a decent edge and you will be able to crack this prelims exam. In mains, you will have to target somewhere 40 to 45 marks out of 60 to make sure that you finally get selected as the law officer in banks. So accordingly, be prepared with this range of marks. Coming to the study plan, this is a 2-month study plan. Ideally, I am asking you to study 7 to 8 hours. This may vary as per your preparation level, your strengths, your weaknesses. If you have already been preparing for months, for 2-3 months, and you have certain bit of preparation already done, this time may reduce. However, I will suggest you to spend time for your revision and practice as well. Study GA on a daily basis, spend 2 hours. Study reasoning or English on a daily basis for 2 to 3 hours. एक दिन reasoning पढ़ लीजिए, किसी दिन English पढ़ लीजिए. And study law subjects for 3 to 4 hours. Follow this time for about 6 weeks. For the last 3 weeks, you can focus entirely on prelims. You have to daily revise previous day's work. Whatever you have studied the past day, try to make a mental revision of that earlier in the morning in the next day. For GA, your main focus should be economic, banking, finance, current affairs, followed by BPDA. This is a current affair capsule. Then general awareness, and then you can follow monthly quiz. Monthly quizzes or wherever you can get questions from, you can accordingly prepare. In reasoning, you have to understand the concept and then focus more on practicing questions daily. You can practice puzzles or seating arrangements depending upon the availability of time in your hand. In English language, if you are good enough in English language, in fact, the study plan is also catered to understand that you are average in English language. You have a little bit of understanding of English language. If you are attempting any test and you score more than 15 marks, you can skip all the basic concepts. If not, then go through the basic concepts, improve your fundamentals of English language. In law, you can refer to crisp notes, you can refer to various videos that iExamBee provide, or you can read bare acts. Try to attempt chapter tests, section tests, practice as many questions as possible after you have covered up any act. And when you attempt mock tests in every week, prelims or mains, try to analyze the mock test. Understand where you went wrong. In your analysis of mock tests, first focus on the areas for which you have attempted wrong questions. Then focus on the areas for which you did not attempt. Thirdly, have a revision of the topics which you have attempted correctly. In this way, you should be analyzing the mock test. Use mock test not only for test or practice purpose, but also for learning for the topics that you have not yet covered. Don't wait to finish the entire syllabus and then attempt the mock test. You will have very less time in the end for attempting mock test. Use the mock test also as learning materials. Now moving to the study plan, I have given you study plan to study reasoning, GA and law on a daily basis. So for the first 3 days, focus on covering coded blood relations and spend 2 to 3 hours on GA on a daily basis. You have to cover 5 to 6 months GA. So somewhere June onwards is something that you will have to study definitely. The September is going to start. You can study daily current affairs for September and October, and you can cover up the past 3 months, August, July and June, using the weekly or monthly PPT. Now coming to reasoning, understand the basic of reasoning and practice as many questions as possible. In my earlier video, I have shown you our course. You can check out our course. There are practice tests available for easy, moderate and difficult level. You can use those chapter tests, section tests, mock test for your practice purpose. In law, you will be starting with SOPrevious Act. 2 days are enough to cover SOPrevious Act if you study 3 to 4 hours per day. Then you will move to ranking in reasoning. You will move to Payment and Settlement Systems Act, RDBFI Act. So these are the banking laws that you have to cover in the first week, and direction distance is the third reasoning topic. I have kept Sundays or day 7, whichever day you choose, as your revision day for prelims and mains. So if you have not covered any of these topics, then try to wrap it up on Sunday and attempt chapter test, section test to see how much you remember from whatever you have covered. Then in week 2, you will be moving to next topic of reasoning, coding, decoding, and in law you will be covering Companies Act. Companies Act is very huge, so first of all refer to only the important chapters. Later on, if you have time, you can refer to the other chapters as well. The course contains a list of important chapters. If you need, I can share a video with you. You will have to mention that in the comment below, whatever your requirement is. If you want this study plan to be modified to include even English as a part of it, you will have to let me know. Then in week 3, you will move to coded inequality in reasoning. You will move to other banking laws, RBI Act, Banking Regulation Act, Integrated Ombudsman Scheme, Competition Act. You will start with reasoning syllogisms as well. Then in week 4, input output in reasoning, Legal Services Authorities Act, Indian Stamp Act and Contract Specific Relief Seal of Goods Act. You will be starting with reasoning puzzles in week 4. Week 5 will also be devoted to puzzles and start with seating arrangement, IBC and Constitution of India. Then in week 6, you will also practice English. Your seating arrangement is done. All you are left with is analytical reasoning and data sufficiency in reasoning. So you'll start practicing English as well. You will be covering some of the civil laws, Arbitration Conciliation Act and Transfer of Property Act. Now what you are left in the legal portion is mainly CPC criminal laws. So you can take them up after your prelims, immediately after your prelims. And week 7 onwards, as I have told you, you will be focusing entirely on prelims. If you feel your prelims is decently prepared, you can give 1 more week to your mains topics. You can cover up Evidence Act, IPC, or else you can take them up after your prelims. So in this way, this study plan is catered. I'm again saying there are 2 constraints. First of all, CPC, CRPC, IPC evidence are to be covered after prelims. If you want to take them up before prelims, then you can shift some of the banking laws to be studied after prelims. Secondly, English I have mentioned as to be practiced. I'm assuming you are decently prepared in English. If not, let me know and I'll try to give you a study plan where there is a balance between reasoning and English preparation. I hope you make the best use of this study plan. You can download this from the description. If you have any queries, any doubts, you can write them down in the comment below. You can also reach out to us on this number to know more about our course offerings. Enroll with iExamBee and make your preparation 50% faster. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned.